Steroids work, like really, really well. Now, in recent years particularly, social media influencers have been very open about the fact that they're taking steroids, and this was in the hopes that people would realize that these physiques that they have aren't achievable natural. But it also had the opposite effect, where instead of people realizing that they can't achieve what these social media influencers have, instead they just started taking steroids themselves. Now, if we're going to talk about steroids, we have to talk about the pros and cons of steroids and just how well they really work. A natural weightlifter can expect to see anywhere from 15 to 25 pounds of muscle in their first year of training. Where if you take another beginner and give them 400 milligrams of testosterone or steroids a week, then they can expect to see anywhere from 35 to 50 pounds of muscle in their first year of training. And so if you take the higher ends of both of them, you can see that someone who takes 400 milligrams of testosterone a week can expect to see more than twice as much muscle in a year. To use an example, creatine, which people regard as a natural substance, you can expect to see an extra 2 pounds of muscle per year. Now, if you take a natural bodybuilder or just basically any person, the average testosterone level would be about 500 nanograms per deciliter. But someone who takes 400 milligrams of testosterone a week can expect to see anywhere from 2,000 to 3,500 nanograms per deciliter. That's anywhere from 4 to 7 times the natural amount of testosterone a person would have. If you take someone who's 5'10" and 10% body fat, and they're at their absolute genetic natural peak for muscle building, then they can expect to have anywhere from 170 to 180 pounds of muscle. Now, if you take someone who's also 5'10" and 10% body fat, who takes 400 milligrams of testosterone a week, at their absolute genetic peak, they would be able to have anywhere from 200 to 220 pounds of muscle. Now, these are the good side effects of steroids, which unfortunately too many social media influencers focus on these good side effects. But steroids also have a lot, and I mean a lot, of bad side effects. Now, real quick, if you're enjoying today's video, make sure to hit the like button, and if you like my content, make sure to subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Now, steroids basically change the function of how the entire body works, which can cause lots and lots of side effects. I'm going to go over a lot of the major side effects of steroids, but then also I'm going to go over a short list of other smaller side effects. Now, steroids increase the size of all muscles, and that would include the heart. And having a bigger heart is not actually a good thing. Having a bigger heart, it makes you more likely to have heart disease and heart failure. People who use steroids usually experience anywhere from mild to severe anxiety. And this anxiety seems to increase with the amount of steroids a person is using. Another side effect is, in the long run for steroid users, they can expect to see a drastic decrease in intelligence and IQ. A lot of people go on steroids because they want to look bigger and feel better about their own body. But feeling better about their own body might not actually happen. One of the major side effects of steroids is severe body dysmorphia. And if you don't know what body dysmorphia is, basically people with body dysmorphia tend to think that their bodies don't look nearly as good as it actually does. You could also expect to see mild to severe acne, shrinking of the testicles, hair loss and balding, increased aggression, also known as roid rage, and increase of injury. during training. Now again, steroids do have an effect on almost every single process in the entire body, so I could really go on and on for an hour about these smaller side effects of steroids. Now a lot of people ask, is there a healthy way to do steroids? No matter what type of steroid it is, it will always be safer and healthier to be a natural weightlifter than someone who takes steroids. Now there are some steroids and some ways to take steroids that are not as bad for you as other ways. And what I mean by that is someone who takes maybe 200 milligrams of testosterone a week might not see nearly as many side effects as someone who maybe takes 400 milligrams of testosterone a week. And if you're going to take steroids, you should at least get your blood work done quite often and consult a doctor beforehand. And have regular checkups from your doctor to ensure that nothing is going bad. Now, at the end of the day, steroids are dangerous and have a lot of bad side effects. It's up to each individual person to think for themselves to figure out if the good side effects outweigh the bad side effects, or if the bad side effects outweigh the good side effects. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure to hit the like button, and if you like my content, make sure to subscribe. God bless you all, and goodbye.